Earlier on, your speakers were speaking about gender-based violence and the issues when it comes to that. The problem we see is there isn't a support base. There isn't a very strong support base when it comes to issues like that. And because of things like that, we tend to be demoralized as young women and that sort of things. People are scared to stand on platforms to talk. So pretty much the organization aims to work with these ladies in assisting them in building their confidence. And then of course the Leading Ladies Project, which is one that I'm very proud of, is where I assist young women in rewriting the matric for obvious reasons, in an aid to get them into law school, and specifically law school, because I feel like that's one of the key elements that we need to use in this country because of our good justice system. Yeah.
Well, Tanya, that is definitely a lot of work.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of work. But you see, a lot of the times I think there's a lot of what we call a lot of deficiencies, you know, in terms of needs, what we need and what we get. Sometimes there's a gap that exists.
Definitely.
And there needs to be a response from young people towards contributing towards you know, reducing that gap. So a lot of the times we talk about our rights, but not necessarily our responsibilities. So how do we use you as a president to ensure that other young people do not create a greater dependency syndrome, but either become interdependent or independent as a result of contributing to your country? Tell us, why is it important for you to set this precedence?
All right, I'm going to be very honest with you, Patrick, when it comes to that answer. I am a very big advocate for mentorship and for coaching. And this has come because I'm a product of mentorship myself. And I feel like we need to position ourselves in such a way that we are, first of all, sufficient. Because one of the things we do is we tend to give someone their tools and all this sort of thing. We don't necessarily tell them how to use their tools. Then we have the issue or the gap that you mentioned where someone has the tools but they're unable to use it. And they're unable to then be dependent on themselves. We need to position ourselves in such a way that you're able to equip someone in such a way that they use the tools. And that will bridge the gap between that. So back to mentorship, I feel like that's one of the key aspects that we suffer from here. People don't understand mentorship and the culture of mentorship, and they don't understand the necessity of it. And I think the time that we get, when we get to a point where we can bridge that gap, we will see change, and not change superficially or change in a stereotypical way, but genuine change that drives people to do things without even being told to do it, but because they genuinely want to do it.